Professor, Claude, may I have a moment of your time?
What's up, Lysithea?
Lysithea, what are you doing up this late? Trouble sleeping? Anyone would be shaken after such a brutal battle.
Yeah.
If you're having trouble sleeping, you should drink some warm milk. That's a thing, right?
Must you treat me like a child, simply because I'm awake a bit later than usual?
I was wondering if she would take it like that.
Actually, I can hardly muster any indignation right now. I wanted to tell you that I noticed something odd during that battle.
And what's that?
What was it?
There were some strange mages among the ranks of the Imperial Army. Did you notice them?
I did not.
That's right. I have seen people dressed just like that before. It was a long time ago. House Ardelia was involved in a rebellion that took place within the Empire 18 years ago.
And I remember.
After it was quelled, all of the key officials were caught and put to death. The Empire sent replacements, who they used to take control of House Ardelia.
Oh, all of your people were killed. I mean, obviously not your parents, but...
Among the people sent by the Empire were mages dressed in black, just like those we saw in battle.
If they're Imperial mages, it makes sense that they would wear the same clothing, right?
Fair point, but I trust Lysithea's judgment.
Yes, but the mages from back then and today, I do not believe they are from the Adrestian Empire.
They're neither, but...
No. I got the impression that they were from somewhere else. Somewhere completely separate from Fodlan.
Yeah, where Krania's from, and Thales, and...
There's more. Those mages imprisoned the children from my house and performed horrible rituals on them. Blood experiments.
Are you kidding me?
Lysithea, you can't mean... even you?
That's why?
Yes. All of the others were deemed failures.
Wow!
They all died. And even I...
You have a timeline.
It doesn't matter. The point is that those monsters possess dreadful knowledge and power. I just thought you should know the sort of people who have allied with the Empire.
Oh, that's good to know. Thank you for your info, Lysithea.
Blood experiments. Does that remind you of anything, Teach?
Yeah? The incident with Flane.
Exactly. There was that secret group who abducted Flane and extracted her blood 5 years ago.
They succeeded? No one told me that.
The people involved back then were Tomas and Monica. Well, I suppose their true names were Solon and Krania.
Yeah.
So, that eerie group has been slithering behind the scenes in the Empire for a while now.
I should have told him that I saw Thales and he striked me down. And considering that Monica... Like, I had info, I could have told them.
Lysithea, thank you for sharing all of that with us.
Yeah.
One day we will uncover the truth of who those people really are.
Now that's how you be a team player, Lysithea. I appreciate that. No, that wasn't easy for you to tell us. Like a certain someone who keeps info for days, months, weeks. That's important.
We've managed to invade
Judith!
Empire territory and emerge victorious in our first battle.
Okay, she might have been fighting other people along the way. I'll give her that.
I hope to maintain our momentum and push onward to Enbar, the Imperial capital.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, we are not legendary heroes in a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Our stamina has limits. The longer we fight, the harder the fight will become. It will take immense effort to secure the supplies and soldiers we need to prevail.
Boy, you better not be saying this is as far as we go.
Of course not. However, the road ahead leads deep into enemy territory. It'll be a difficult journey, strewn with hardship.
Yeah, you're just being cautious.
I can't guarantee that we'll make it out alive. If anyone wants to leave, now is the time to do it.
Bruh.
I shall accompany you to the very end. After all, someone must step up to take leadership should you fall.
That's realistic.
I'm coming. The future of my village depends on this. Besides, I have to protect the professor. For Captain Gerald.
I killed my father, man.
I'm not going anywhere. Because of the Empire, my little sis can't live in peace.
We can't leave the future of Fodlan to others. I'm sure that everyone here feels the same. The Knights of Seros will keep fighting the Empire. We won't rest until we rescue Lady Rhea.
Dadgummit, I am like... I'm thinking more. Rhea seems to be looking better and better with each battle.
I feel the same as the Knights. I've got to rescue Lady Rhea no matter what.
So, what? We're all supposed to take turns saying we'll do our best until the very end?
Hold up. You're breaking the fourth wall.
And what about you, Marianne? What will you do?
I'll fight too.
Fine. Fine. I suppose I'll tag along too, until the bitter end.
Like there was any doubt.
It's an honor to keep fighting alongside such stalwart allies. Right, Teach?
Yeah. Exactly.
I know I'm a great leader and all, but praising me isn't gonna get you anywhere.
I'm not trying to.
All right. Now that I know where each of you stands, I'm going to return to Alliance territory for a while.
All right.
I intend to report this victory to the Alliance Lords and draw out even more support from them.
Yeah, I mean, we fought Edelgard. Like, why couldn't we just capture her, man?
Our next battle will be even more challenging, so brace yourselves for that.
I should write to my brother. He'll want to hear about our victory.
Where the heck is he?
Your brother, Lord Holst? How is he these days?
Oh, he's doing great. I even got a letter from him before the last battle. He wanted to come and join our fight too.
He would have been welcome.
What's this? Lord Holst come here? That would be a most reassuring development.
Yeah.
Sadly, it sounds like my father was against the idea. They want him to stay in case they need to fight the Almirans.
Of course. This dude's a legend. He don't exist.
Their logic is sound, though it is vexing that the Alliance's greatest general cannot join us on the front lines.
True. But we do have... I mean, hey, we have me.
We should be glad that Holst is staying behind. Almira aside, there's also no guarantee that the Imperial forces won't try to launch a surprise attack from the Old Kingdom territory.
Very true.
If you have something you need to talk to my brother about, I'd be happy to send a letter.
No, that's okay. I'm just glad to hear he's doing well. Please send him my regards.
Well, I guess we're saving there.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Harpstring Moon. The Golden Scheme.
The Golden Scheme. That should be good news for us.
Claude leverages his victory at the Battle of Gronder to secure reinforcements from Alliance Lords. Meanwhile, the Imperial Army continues to tighten its defenses at Fort Merceus in anticipation of an attack on the Imperial capital.
Yeah, I was expecting this.
Thank you for helping me with my training again today, Professor.
No problem.
I'm gonna keep at it for a while longer, so you go on ahead.
Yeah, you should get some rest.
I can't. Not when I'm right on the cusp of using my power to greater potential.
Lysithea, you're plenty strong already.
Surely you yourself are tired. Just don't worry about me, okay?
It's hard to do. Okay, yeah. We need
I'm
to
sorry,
talk.
Professor. It was careless of me to continue, despite how fatigued I clearly was.
You have to work hard. I mean, work smart, not hard. Or not just hard.
I probably should have listened to you. Now I've made a mess of things. I can't help but feel the need to rush in all things constantly. You get that way when you realize you haven't got much time.
So yeah, this will be the first time I'm actually hearing this.
I believe I've mentioned that House Ardelia was, at one time, being controlled by people from the Empire.
Yeah.
During that time, strange people, mages perhaps, came and performed rituals on all the youth within my family. With the Empire monitoring our every move, my parents could do nothing but watch in horror as all of this unfolded. One after another, the children died, till the only one left was me. You know, my hair wasn't always this color.
I was wondering. I was wondering if your white hair was a sign of what they had done to you.
During their experiments, they'd been doing things with my blood. One morning, I awoke like this. A shock of white hair. All trace of pigment gone.
Yo, like, legit, Edelgard would have to have the best reason in the world for teaming up with people who have done this to Lysithea, with teaming up with people who killed my father, and caused the tragedy of Dusker and Inbar. And started this war. Like, I saw what Rhea was doing, but she had a lot of kindness. Like, to be quite frank, if I'm comparing them right now, Edelgard looks a lot worse.
Upon seeing me, the mages were delighted. They realized that their experiments had finally succeeded.
They wanted that.
Sure enough, they ran a test and saw that 2 crests coexisted within me.
That's why?
Losing pigment from my hair wasn't the only loss.
Your lifespan.
The mages informed me that my lifespan was now greatly shortened. 5 more years at most. Perhaps less.
Was that then?
Shortly thereafter, the mages lost interest in me, and we never saw them in the Ordelia household again.
Don't tell me they did that for Edelgard's sake. Like, they wanted, because she has 2 crests now too. Don't tell me you were just attached for, oh.
Since all that, our family has been in decline. It's challenging now even to govern our territory.
Wow, Lysithea!
After all my mother and father have suffered, I at least want them to have peace as they grow older. That is all I wish for, but I haven't much time to ensure it comes to pass.
Yeah, it's too soon to give up.
It's not like what's been done to me can be undone.
Maybe Rhea can do something. Yeah, let's try to find a way to undo it. Like, we're in the Church of Seros, and I'm pretty sure I had something done to me as well. Let's work on this.
The only way I can conceive of would be to remove my crest somehow. But I don't know if that's even remotely possible. Even if it were, I wouldn't be of much use to you and the others without my crest.
Do you think I care about that? Yeah, we'll find a way.
You sound resolved. I'll allow your resolve to bolster my own. Thank you, Professor.
We are not giving up on that. Not giving up.
Our objective is Enbar, the Imperial capital. But our greatest obstacle lies before that.
And what's that? Oh, the fortress.
And what's that?
Fort Merceus. If we can't pass through, we won't be able to reach Enbar.
Fort Merceus, the impregnable fortress, or so it's called.
If I recall correctly, it's sometimes referred to as the Stubborn Old General.
It is a massive fortress that was constructed to protect the Imperial capital.
The Imperial army we defeated has withdrawn to Enbar.
Yeah, figures.
Fort Merceus should be short on soldiers for now.
We should be careful.
It would be best to take it before enemy reinforcements arrive. Still, there's a reason it's been called impregnable. The only real question is what our fearless leader intends to do.
Sorry for the delay, everyone. Those mewling lords kept me from leaving for quite some time.
So, were you able to secure additional reinforcements?
It's gonna have to wait until next month. It doesn't look like they can afford to keep supporting us at present.
Then what should we do about Fort Merceus? Do you plan on waiting around?
No, we take it now.
No. If we wait until next month, the enemy will have bolstered their defenses. That said, the prevailing theory is that you need triple your enemy's forces to take a fortress with a frontal assault.
So we need a sneak attack.
Right. That's what we were taught at the academy. And this is Fort Merceus we're talking about. It's renowned for its strong defenses.
You want to take a page out of her book? Dress up like, people of the Empire?
Our current army isn't nearly strong enough. What to do?
Whatever you do, just don't ask us to scale those huge walls. We'd end up dead when they hurl rocks down at us.
Yeah, no thanks. If only someone would open up the gates for us from the inside.
Unfortunately, we don't have any spies in there. Wait a minute.
We do?
I've got it. We sneak in, stir up confusion, and open the gates ourselves to let our allies in.
Well, yeah, that's... Yeah.
Right, that's what I was saying all along.
Right, nice one, Hilda.
Yeah.
But how do you propose we go about sneaking in?
Disguises?
Exactly.
If we dress up like Imperial soldiers, maybe they'll think we're allies and let us in.
Do you really think they just open the gates for us? I'd be pretty dumbfounded if that worked.
Well, maybe, yeah, I mean, that, yeah.
No, she's on to something. It's a good idea, Hilda. We just need to refine it a bit. And
Exactly.
We'll be in there before we know it.
That's what I was gonna say. It just needs a little bit of tweaking, but that's a good, solid strategy.
Really? Go me!
What is your definition of refining the idea? I know your go-to strategy is nausea-inducing poison, but...
Hey, maybe that would... No, poison... No, we're not doing poison warfare.
Oh, I maybe ate too much. My stomach hurts.
Raphael, why are you eating meat during a war council?
So, fearless leader, I'm guessing you're going to keep the crucial parts of your scheme under wraps until the time comes, aren't you?
You know me so well, Judith. Whether we like it or not, this war puts a damper on all of our spirits. What's wrong with trying to have a little fun every now and again?
Huh.
Just leave the details to me.
All right. We're in May. Well, we can do certifications later. I should have tried stealing Rhea's sword back. If I had known Claude was gonna take her out, I would have, but... I'll have my chance at a rematch. And I've realized we don't have the funding for, what is it? We aren't getting automatic funding because the church is gone, so. We have to make the funds ourselves, so.
Fort Merceus is old and strong. Its reputation for durability is equal to that of Aryan Road. Are we really going to leave this to Claude? With a plan concocted by Hilda of all people?
Well, I mean, it just needs a little bit of refining. Have a little faith.
I would like to, but I'm always troubled by how secretively that man devises his schemes. Let us hope the end result is not too outlandish.
I wonder if Permadeath has anything she wants to say about. In fact, yeah. I'm kind of curious to see what she had in general to say about that. Because I am pretty sure she would have been on that battlefield. So would Merceus and Annette.
It's always so peaceful coming back here. But it's hard to relax knowing we have to go out on another expedition again so soon. And assaulting that huge keep. That sounds hard. Oh, really hard. Don't you think it'll be hard?
Yeah, well, but we'll be fine.
Of course you'd say that. Why'd I even ask?
Well, because we have been, and it's me. Only regret. Well, I didn't kill her. So, canon, she's still out there.
Hi there.
Doing her own thing.
The fish in this pond get fed every day, so they're swimming all lazy and serene. But the only reason they're kept here is so that they can one day be used for food.
That's interesting.
But the fish don't know that, so they just swim around happily. It's a bit of a miserable thought. But aren't soldiers much the same?
I was wondering where you were going with that. No, I mean, not to me.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Well, that's good news.
Is it true that we'll be assaulting Fort Merceus next? That doesn't sound like the brightest idea.
We don't have much of a choice, Gatekeeper.
I've heard that it's built to withstand an attack from even the largest of armies. Not to tell you how to do your job, but don't do it. I'm not ready to say my final goodbyes to everyone.
Don't worry. Me and Claude, we got this. He's got the plan, and I've got the know-how to put it into action.
Hey there! We merchants of the Alliance territories were excited to hear of your victory in the last battle. We don't much like the prospect of doing business under the heel of the Empire.
Nah, I getcha.
The Alliance is what we know and love. But more than that, it's low on regulations, which is great for business.
I see.
Please keep up the good work, Professor. The merchants of the world are on your side.
Why doesn't that give me that much confidence?
Claude takes care of the strategy, you direct the troops, and the rest of us focus on the fighting.
Yeah?
As long as the system keeps working, we can win any battle, no matter the odds. That's what everyone's saying, anyway. Hope you can keep up with our expectations, Professor.
Yeah. Yeah, I certainly hope so too. Annette.
After the battle at Gronder, some people claim they saw my father.
Wow.
They said he walked off the battlefield clutching His Highness's dead body. So long as Father's alive, I don't need anything else. I hope to see him again one day.
That's right, I haven't seen him in a while too. The whole reason I thought I'd have them join is because I thought the Blue Lions and the Golden Deer would team up.
Standing face to face with those whom I went to school with. On the field of battle.
Yeah.
How inhuman war is. How horrifying. My heart feels shattered.
That's accurate considering I've been conserving Flame until really that battle for the heavy stuff.
It is my hope that this war marks the end of such foolish behavior.
Heck, that might have been the first time in her life, which may be quite long, that she's ever done something like that. Oh. We did get... What? Ingrid and Seta? That was... How the heck? That was not what was supposed to happen. I guess because Claude and Hilda fought next to each other? How the heck? Alright.
Professor, you know when you work your muscles and they start screaming? That means you gotta be nice to them.
Huh.
If your muscles are hungry, you gotta feed them. And let them rest when they're tired. Of course. If my muscles hurt, then I hurt. If they're hungry, well then I'm hungry too.
Well, they are you, in a sense.
What's with the confused face, Professor? You look like you don't get a word I'm saying.
Nah, I get you. I get you. Just an interesting way of phrasing it. That's all. Wait. You're hungry. I hope we're not... Well... Yeah, I hope we're not neglecting the residents.
I've come to deliver vegetables we harvested in the village to the monastery's dining hall. Because of the season, I couldn't really pick that much. But I wanted to help you guys out. Even just a little bit.
Well, we appreciate it.
We're busily planting seeds, so when things start to grow, I'll be back.
Just make sure you got enough food for yourself. I know you gotta store up stuff to make sure you'll make it through the winter and things like that.
I never used to care whether I lived or died. But after seeing so much death firsthand, I now realize how precious life truly is.
Marianne, darn it all, you're such a good character.
I'm ashamed of how arrogant I was to
What?
think that death could mean so little.
I might use this clip. Darn it all, I might use this clip. How wonderful. In a twisted sort of way, because yes, you did have to see so much to happen. That realization, but wow. Wow, I never realized how arrogant I was to realize my death meant so little. That's a quote.
Among our prisoners of war, there were quite a few people who served His Highness.
Oh, really?
One of them stated that the Empire was involved with the tragedy of Dusker.
You didn't know!
If this is true, His Highness's motives seem clear. I can't help but feel that perhaps I should have been fighting by his side.
I understand. I understand. I wish we could have too. That's why I recruited. Well, that's not why. I recruited you because you're you, but if I wanted all the Blue Lions and the Golden Deer and the Black Eagle. I wanted all the students here. To be frank, none of you really. I can't help but feel even if the students in the Black Eagles have their reasons, they're on the wrong side. Are you having regrets?
No, not anymore. I am where I belong. Those of us still on this plane of existence will carry the torch. The inhumane actions of the Empire must not be repeated.
Can Ingrid even join the Black Eagles? Because it seems like if she realized she joined the Black Eagles. You know, I heard, again, I think I mentioned from the Villain Mober Hype about his comment about not recruiting everybody, but there are some merits too, because even though they aren't in the, you're not destroying them in the battlefield, which I think maybe after the first time, no, fighting the Golden Deer members will be hard. But like Ingrid just showed, you know, she has unique perspectives on what's happening. Bernadetta, not so much. So perhaps her role would be more served in being out there, but I refuse. For her alone, I refuse. Well, maybe. We'll see.
I hardly recognize everyone. Their faces have changed so much. More experience in the eyes.
Yeah.
More pain.
That's accurate.
I'm glad that they're stronger, but I hate to think they've all become hardened killers.
Yep. That's true. That is true.
Look after them, okay? Try to keep them on the straight and narrow.
Man, you know, I gotta give it to Three Houses. Fire Emblem has been a war game since, well, the first game. But never, I think, oh no, I can't say that. It's just doing a real excellent job of selling what war is. Dimitri was too furious to really think. He didn't know who was out there. He didn't know why. He's like, they get in our way, kill him. Just kill him.
After that great battle earlier, the balance of power in Fodlan has shifted greatly. To get revenge for all our fallen friends, we'll have to stake our lives on the fight that lies before us.
I just wonder how the Black Eagles could have gone, because I know many people picked it, and Edelgard from the ranks, I never talked about that, did I?
Hello there.
She was the fan favorite. Dimitri was second, and Claude was third. You know, if I can speak about that. If you don't know the rankings, here are the rankings. I'm probably showing them on the screen. It was a poll, and it was mainly done to see which character would be would give a new form in Fire Emblem Heroes, the mobile game. Okay. Little politics about that is that not every person in Fire Emblem Three Houses was in Fire Emblem Heroes. Lysithea being one of them, she wasn't in there. I can't help but feel that the three leaders were chosen, one, because of their new forms, but two, none of them had their weapons in the mobile game, whereas someone like Hilda, she did. Either way, it cannot be denied that Edelgard clearly seemed like the fan favorite for many people. Right? She's the number one. And I'm wondering if that's because they simply picked her house first. Because I feel like that's what the game wanted you to do, is pick her first. I wonder if they even got the Claude. Like, when I first started this game, the choices were between the Golden Deer house and the Black Eagles. And many people were upset, very upset, that I didn't even choose the Black Eagles. And like right now, I'm like, to those people, no, I've been there already. No need to go back. The point is that once the time passed, then it shifted and said the Blue Lions was the best after many people have played. So I can't help but feel if people first chose the Black Eagles or the Golden Deer house and then all switched to the Blue Lions. And that's why it's second. I'm just trying to say maybe it's not based off the character themselves, but based off of which route most people chose. If that's why the rankings are the way they are. I will be playing all three and giving my full judgment to everyone. But as of where we are right now, I cannot see a single reason of why Claude would be the bad guy in this situation. It's like we only fought where we had to. So, but I imagine my influence makes a big impact. Speaking of...
Professor, I have a question for you. Have you heard of the Death Knight?
I actually forgot about that guy.
I'm referring to that Imperial general who has been operating under that moniker.
I've heard of him.
Nothing is certain yet, but I get the feeling we'll have to face him soon enough.
Well, that's good. Good to know. I was like, I ain't got nothing to fear. Oh, the Death Knight coming back? Oh, snap. Okay. Well, we have an answer to him. Wait, Anna has something new to say?
A class reunion on the battlefield? That's bleak. That must have been so hard on everyone.
Yeah.
You gotta keep looking after them all. I mean, they still look to you for guidance, you know?
I know. Darn all I know. Why does Anna have lost items? Doesn't matter, she doesn't have a rank, darn it. You're not surprised the counselor isn't filled with notes. Composing records for our battle for posterity's sake. When was it that the Flame Emperor first appeared? Yeah, I'll never forget that. Alright, Merceus, what do you have?
Oh, Goddess, hear my prayer. Please bless the deceased with peace everlasting.
Yeah.
And may his soul rest in tranquility.
Oh.
You know, I used to see him praying quite often when I would come to the cathedral at night. I wonder who it was he prayed for back then.
I can't help but feel maybe if we go to Dimitri's route, I can reason with Claude. Like, maybe that'll...
Need something?
Because, like, I get why Dimitri would be so focused on fighting. But why would Claude want to fight him? Like, from what I hear, Judith told him, like... No. I just don't... Like, will Claude fight? Or is there a possibility he could join us if I just go with Dimitri's route?
I've come here after getting chased out of the Empire. There's no place for our kind there anymore.
What do you mean?
But there are still many inside Empire territory who haven't abandoned their faith in the Church of Saros.
Oh.
I pray that one day we'll get the chance to rebuild the church within the Empire.
That's a nice thought because, like I said, the Empire isn't our real enemy. It's the leaders. Well, shoot. It might be a little bit different now. It's... Edelgard, what on earth is her reasoning? Like, I mentioned, this is what I mentioned, but way before, I kind of saw this coming. Not to this degree, of course, but this isn't my first Fire Emblem game, and this isn't the first time I've had to fight units that I've gotten close to. In fact, I'm thinking of a very particular example. Well, I won't say which ones, but because that's not the case in every Fire Emblem game. There are some games where it's just like you versus them, and in that case, the feels come from other locations. But for this game in particular, for this story in particular, I didn't know how bad it would get, but that's why I tried to let people know early on. Don't tell me about Edelgard. Don't try to defend her. Do you really think I honestly want to hear, oh, she has good reason. I couldn't care less right now. I couldn't care less. Sylvain, Felix, gone. And I didn't even attack Hubert. Anyways.
As I suspected, they seem to be supporting the Imperial Army now. Though I don't quite know who they are yet.
Those who slither in the dark.
Nor do I know what tricks they'll use against us next. We can't afford to let our guard down.
Yeah. I won't.
Professor, the battle at Gronder Field was gruesome, wasn't it?
Why in April, too?
But perhaps it's irresponsible to look away. To close our eyes to the horrors of war.
Well, that's a thought, Ignatz.
Thank you. But I think I do, actually. As survivors, we must ensure that all these lives were not lost in vain. We must see the tragic foundations upon which we'll build our future.
If you forget the past, you are destined to repeat it.
May an age of peace rise from the ashes, so that all this sacrifice means something.
I like that thing. Man, all of you are just... I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. And I'm glad I still have all of you. Honestly, though, if there was fog, my greatest fears might have been realized. Petra just would have been killed by the Blue Lions.
Each step closer to Enbar, I'm reminded of another part of my past. Riches and poverty, glory and failure. That city has it all. And if I'm honest, sometimes I miss it.
Oh, that's right. You two might have gone with them.
That's how the past works, though, isn't it? It's always a different story than what you really lived.
You think so? Perhaps.
Fort Merceus is the Empire's single most fortified military installation. Utterly impregnable, they say. I wonder, do you happen to know the nickname given to Fort Merceus?
It was... yeah.
Indeed, a very good answer. But of course, you'd know that. Seems Fodlans give everyone and everything a nickname. Why, you were called the Ashen Demon.
Well, maybe that's not so much of a...
Myself, I have been called the Father of Crestology.
Huh.
Which is a nickname as well as a title, I suppose.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Father of Crestology. Rhea, where are you? I should have taken her sword back. I'm so mad about that. Well, I had priorities, and I don't think I judged wrongly. A crit chance could have been the end of anybody.
Some say they saw Gilbert, who used to serve in the Knights of Seros, at Gronder.
Oh, Annette's father.
Apparently, he was originally a Knight of the Kingdom, who served Prince Dimitri. He was an exceptional knight. I wish I could have fought by his side.
Well, he wouldn't be there.
Guess what I noticed? I can see further than most other people can see.
You're farsighted?
But I can't figure the point of seeing further than an arrow can fly, since I can't shoot what I see. Yeah, I suppose it could be real useful for finding Lady Rhea, too.
I'm guessing she's underground, Cyril, but yeah.
Thanks, Professor. I think I get it now. I'm gonna put my eyes to real good use.
Seta, what you thinking?
Fort Merceus is a keep that was constructed to defend the Imperial capital, Enbar. We cannot enter the capital without first capturing that fort. But once we have it, the city should be almost entirely at our mercy.
That's good.
Whatever strategy you have in mind, I have faith that it will lead to victory.
You all have so much. You know what? It's hard being responsible for all these lives. Like, I imagine with you all had the turn wheels, it's easier. But with permadeath, it's like, I make a mistake, they're dead. Like, I was thinking I made a huge mistake trying to save Petra, and I couldn't. I should tell you all where that even came from. Okay, so I heard that some kind of way I could have saved Ash if my rank was high enough. So that drastically dictated the actions that I took, and I'm not sure how. Like, if I could have just went up and talked to him, and I'm not sure how high I needed to be. Nevertheless, I realized then, Sylvain and Petra, my rank was the highest with the both of them. So, if there was any chance that I could save anybody that way, it would be the two of them. So that's why I made that risky play. Well, the plan worked. Or as far as getting her to me, she didn't want to talk.
Hilda's quite a tactician, disguising ourselves as enemy soldiers to sneak in undetected. A stroke of brilliance.
I mean, to be fair, Edelgard did it first.
With this strategy, we can really snatch victory from the jaws of deceit. Ah, rats. You've seen through my cunning punning.
Yeah.
Please tell Claude not to give us any more ridiculous orders.
You don't want to do that!
I've reached out through all of my channels, but there are limits to these things. I'll have to recruit an entire town's worth of people if I ever plan on making enough Imperial uniforms.
Oh, you're making them? Well, hey, it's for the best. That's a good plan. Ah, the war room. One more twist. Contingencies among contingencies. Well, let's see.
Each time we take a step forward, more blood is spilled. But by spilling that blood, we're able to take yet another step forward. War is always a cruel affair. But luckily, we have each other to lean on. We've steeled our hearts. We won't be broken.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Without them, we could never have made it this far. Oh, and about taking the fort, I'll need a tad more time to prepare our plan.
Fair.
It's called an impregnable fortress for a reason, after all. My contingencies need contingencies this time, or we may not pull it off.
And that's like I was saying before in the previous battle with Ferdinand, that I always try to, whenever I make a move, I plan to always have a couple moves in my head as backup. Like, I'm always making sure to save Hilda in case I make a mistake. There are a lot of little things that I do that probably won't be as obvious that I'm doing, that have constantly saved me. So what Claude said, contingencies upon contingencies, that's what I do as well. When I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, if I do this, is there anybody who can back up? And of course, sometimes it is just that dangerous. I am risking a shot for risking it all.
I wonder how far we can get with this plan. Dressing up like Imperial soldiers to sneak in. Claude said it could use some refinement. Any ideas?
Actually,
dress me as Edelgard, but we look nothing alike.
Fam, if we do that.
On second thought, let's just stick to the plan as originally conceived. That seems safer.
Darn it off.
Excuse me, could you do me a favor?
That would have been irony on top of irony.
Thanks so much. You're a sweetheart.
Okay, that's some way to get money. All right, we gonna need some dinner. Who do I need? Everybody's ready. Everyone's actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Rhea was an option, wasn't she? Well, I might do Seth. HP and strength? Sure.
I have a little culinary skill, but keep your expectations modest. When you have a lot of time to yourself, you learn a few things. I concur.
All right. Now for some meals. Oh, wow. Oh, no, that's not everybody. Okay, Raph and Shamir.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
Did they get a rank up? Oh! Shoot, yes they did. Okay. Well. Let me try the advanced brawling. Win us some money, Raph. Wow. Wow.
No chance.
Yeah, not with that. Okay. What, Raph? Damn.
That's another one.
Okay. Bring on the money. Yes, you are!
You should have seen that coming.
Well, this brings a smile to my face after such a gruesome battle. 30. With the 9% crit chance. Okay, well.
Can't afford to lose.
Wow. Yeah, that's a win for Raph. Wow.
Can't afford to lose.
All right. He did it. I got some more silver gauntlets. All right, let's work on my sword. No? Actually, let's work on my magic. And perhaps my bows. Another great, that's good. Okay, I got Aura!
I'm getting the hang of this.
Oh, that'll help. All right. Now then, let's finish exploring. Alright. See if we can get this up for you, Lawrence. Well, wow.
This was hardly a challenge for me.
Alright, that'll go up for you. That's good. Claude, still gonna work on your bows. Shamir, you too. You may not have been in the battle. Oh, wait, no. I need another Leone.
You're a good professor. You're a good professor.
Get your stuff up. Lysithea. Chill for a minute. Raph, I want you to get another gambit.
That was pretty good, huh? I think I'm starting to get it.
Okay. 3 more. Flame. This would be great for you. So would this, though.
No need to just continue with the praises.
She is currently a Grimory. Okay, 2 more? Guess I'll do... well, Lysithea. But why? I keep coming to her and I'm like, why? She's a beast.
Easier than I thought. Don't stop. Keep it coming.
I think she was the most obvious one to, as far as what her path would be. And she has double experience. And I'll do Seteth.
That was helpful.
Ooh, you can use A now.
Hopefully this proves useful.
Okay. Goals should still be the same. Let's do it.
Hey, Professor, I got a question.
Whenever I visit my home, my brother yammers on and on about things I do wrong. What do you think you should do?
I see. Okay.
I thought she would like that. Nothing for Annette's birthday. I can't get my rank up with to A with her.
I must always improve.
All right. Any luck we can get you in your master class. That would have helped during the battle as well. More mobility is so crucial. Wow. Okay, no one got an actual skill there. 86. I think we're just about ready. Marianne. Wow, you could be either one. Okay. And Shamir, yours is lit up now too. 54. No master seals? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I had to steal it. Where can I get it then? Even with my rank up? I might have to battle for it. Well, let's end it off with this, I guess.
Hey, Lysithea. I'm glad I found you.
What's up, Cyril?
Could you read something for me again?
Looks like it's another shopping list. I'm happy to help you out. Did you try looking it over yourself yet?
What's the use? I told you I can't read.
Have a look here. Any of these letters look familiar?
Huh? This one? Was that apples? So it says 3 apples?
Oh, she's helping him.
Yes, you got it. See? You can do it.
I wonder if there's anything else I can recognize. Let's see.
It's clear you've got a sharp memory. If you apply yourself, you'll be reading in no time.
Yeah, that's true. He is pretty smart.
Reading is such an important skill. Once you learn, you won't forget. And I won't be around to read things for you forever.
Lysithea?
Anyway, don't you enjoy learning? It seems like you haven't even thought of trying prior to this. Do you simply not have time for it?
Until now, I never thought about how to learn. And since I was hiding it, I never asked anybody.
Fair.
But right now, I feel like I'd be happy to live like this for a little bit longer.
It seems like a hassle at this point not to learn, so you may as well start putting in the work.
Well, I like having you read things to me.
Bruh.
You do?
Yeah. You always seem happy when I ask you to read things. And when you're happy, you smile.
True.
I think you're pretty when you smile. I bet you everyone tells you that though, huh?
Ha.
As a matter of fact, they haven't.
Yeah.
Stop messing with me.
She's blushing.
Hang on a second. Am I the only one who's seen you make that face? Is that why nobody's told you?
Oh, maybe you're the only one around her age group, so.
Excuse you? I mean, honestly.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go take care of this errand for the professor. I'll see you later, Lysithea.
Don't expect me to read for you again. And, just take care of yourself, will you?
Wow. She was quite flustered. And yeah, let's do this one too.
Shamir.
Raphael?
Whoa!
All right. That went better than I thought. You make funny sounds when you're scared.
I wasn't scared. Forget that happened. Still, I'm impressed. You managed to sneak up on me. Not many can do that.
It's cause I practiced that in-out-out breathing you showed me. I practiced until I passed out. It was worth it though. I've been able to get real close to enemies lately without them noticing.
Really? Can that be an actual stat?
I think I pretty much got it figured out. Sneaking up on you is a good sign.
True. To be honest, I didn't think you had it in you. I never thought you'd be able to suppress that unbearably palpable presence of yours.
Kellum, enough said.
I respect anyone who could learn so much in such a short period of time. You might even be ready for a recon mission.
Recon? With you? And me? Together?
Why the surprise? I said you were ready.
Wow! I never thought I'd get to go scouting with you.
Hope that doesn't go terribly.
I guess that practice really is paying off. Whoa! Was that a smile?
Calm down, Raphael. Are you really that excited to go with me? Your presence may have dimmed, but your emotions are hitting me like a tidal wave.
Yeah?
Oh, sorry. Is there a way to breathe and hide those too?
No. That requires different training. From someone else. I'll keep you informed about the recon mission.
Okay, great! Looking forward to it!
Oh shoot, Raph! I need that skill! You know what? Shoot. Ingrid, what are your convos? Guess at this point, might as well start working on them. But like, it's not gonna continue. Let's see.
Is something troubling you, Ingrid?
Oh, Sedith. You seem to have caught me when I thought nobody was around.
Perhaps I can help, if you would like to share.
I wouldn't want to bother you with my trivialities.
I will not pry, of course. But if you keep it to yourself, no one will be able to help you.
That's true. It's regarding my father.
I forgot about that.
Count Galatea. I have met him once or twice.
Yes, that's him. He and I have parted ways now.
For the war?
House Galatea was financially unstable for a long time. We were hardly able to support our soldiers and their steeds. My father had hopes that with my crest, I'd be married into a noble family, and that House Galatea's financial troubles would be a thing of the past.
Ah, I see. And the other house would benefit from the addition of your crest-bearing blood.
That was certainly the idea, but I broke ties with them. I do wonder how they are doing back home.
Wow, I think well, I'm not sure if it's for the war or if she could have gotten this normally.
It seems to me you have suffered much for the misfortune of being born with a crest.
I beg your pardon?
I know crests are highly valued, but they are also a burden. My feelings are mixed.
Well, yeah, you would know, wouldn't you? You and Flame.
You truly think so? But you're so devoted to the goddess. I'm surprised to hear you say such a thing.
Perhaps one day I will expound upon my opinion of crests in greater detail with you.
Well, Sedith, that's interesting.
For now, let it suffice to say that whether or not you bear one is secondary to your identity.
That's good. And look, this is Sedith we're talking about. And he's avid in the church.
You are a person, first and foremost. And you should be permitted to grow as a person, crest or not.
I wish Rhea was here.
I agree. Thank you for listening.
I really wish Rhea was here.
If you ever wish to discuss this again, consider me available whenever you please.
And now she had supports with others.
Thank you so much.
Because last I checked, she only had support with me. Please, Rhea. We got a saber, and I need to talk to her. Alright. Well, with that being said, I might do the paralog next time. Because I don't have any master seals, and I need them. I might only have a choice of stealing it from another unit. Or the Black Knight, or the Death Knight, not the Black Knight. The Black Knight's a lot harder than him. Anyways, that said, this has been Blade. This has been a couple of episodes. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. And now is time for the question of the day. And we finally got LYSITHEA'S backstory, and I was still coming off of last episode, so my reaction to it was, well, different than it would have been normally, definitely. But it certainly fueled certain feelings I was having, but it has me thinking, how would you all feel about a mature Fire Emblem game? Basically meaning the rating would be higher. So therefore they could do a lot more things or tell different stories. Not that I'm saying LYSITHEA'S story needs to be more graphic or gruesome or anything. It was just an idea after hearing it, because that was dark. Especially if I take LYSITHEA'S meaning when she says family to mean her actual family, her cousins. In a sense, they were eliminated in a, I guess, Sasuke type vibe where she's the last one left. Well, she still has her parent, but if that's the case, she is quite the trooper. And, well, anyways, please post your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.